Hello, YouTube. We have QB.
What up?
And you got...
We played a 3v3 today with my team of Eric and Mark St. Germain, and we got top 4. We went 3-1-1 in Swiss. I overall went 7-1 throughout the tournament. I played my 60 card, 6 different engine, 10 brick deck, but it was really good, really fun, really powerful. So
we did pretty good today.
We did.
Yeah.
It was really fun. We played a team of 2 pile decks and then a Spright Runic. And our Spright Runic went 4-3, and but we carried them. So that's what teammates.
Why you gotta throw that out there, bro?
that's what teammates do. That's what 3v3s are for. But we had a great time. So. And
you played Scareclaw Tier. We gotta throw that at least that part in. They know.
I played 6 engine, Scareclaw Tier, Brave. We're just gonna get into it. So for the Brave engine, just same old 3 Water Enchantress, Griffin, Illegal Knight. So the reason to play this is mostly because going second is better than Griffin half the time. It's also dark, so it makes curious. And that's really the 2 big reasons. Also, just like sometimes when you search it, people don't really know they're playing. They think you're searching for Griffin, and you can search this and you get to bounce 2 cards. Wasn't as crazy today. Those are the monsters. For tier, I played 3 off, 3 Merly, 2 Rhino, and then 3 Shaylin. Played 2 Rhino mostly because DD Crow is starting to get back in popularity, like hand traps in general are. So I didn't want people to just like DD Crow my Rhino Heart in certain situations, and then I don't have access to Kaleido Heart anymore. Even though we're playing Brave card, we're playing 60 cards, so like it being a normal summon, activating this deck doesn't really matter as much. Usually it's not even the one you're normal summoning half the time. It's just a good name to hit or a good like card sitting off Faithful and things like that. But wouldn't play any less. Now that there's hand traps, if there's no hand traps, I'll just cut Rhino to 1. And Merly's probably like the best one in this deck just because like you just want to build a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Punk cards, just play a small engine, play these, and then play E-Telly. These are just the least amount you can play, fit in as many cards as possible, make Chaos Ruler, mill 5, make Hulk, which making Hulk is putting you on 2 negates at the minimum, so that's why we played those. They're strong. Frogs, 2 swap, Ronin, minimum you can play. You don't really want to care about drawing this card, you just want to get it off a Gigantic Spright. You don't really need to play 3. I'm never activating Toad during my standby phase because I don't want to get super polyed. So playing 3 doesn't really matter. So, I mean, that's just the Frog engine. It's just like as minimum as the engines can be, just because like most engines have like 1 brick in it. For my random cards, I played Plague and Snow. Shout out to Mark on the Plague. Most people play Shinobi and things like that, but Plague works when you don't get to make Chaos Ruler, which happens a lot actually. And that came up a lot in my games because if you bring it off Hulk, say it was a Shinobi and I didn't make Chaos Ruler to get there, then I can't bring it back out to make a Gigantic Spright. So I think plays a little bit better, at least in this version of it, just because like you're not guaranteed to make Chaos Ruler every game. We're playing the Crystal Beast cards, so Tortoise boy is old and faithful just like me. Card was crazy. Cards are crazy. And then what I really like about playing the deck is 3 Visa Starfrost, and then 3 Rechart. So basically what this does, pops a monster that doesn't match type and attribute and it's summon itself. So typically you go like Shaylin, pitch a card, let Shaylin know 3, and then you can leave the Shaylin there. So then eventually you can just pop Shaylin, summon this. Shaylin gets its effect. Use this to make Light Heart. Search the Scareclaw field spell. Get this, special this, draw a card off of this. Search reborn this back. It just does a lot by itself. Cards are crazy. So this is basically just an extender. Rechart basically is, I think it's the best normal summon in the deck, to be honest with you. Mostly because this effect doesn't really matter on normal summon, and the fact that like you can get another one and then special it, it's just an extender as well. Basically what it does though, on normal summon or special summon, you search your Scareclaw spell trap from the deck. If there's 3 or more defensive monsters on the board, then you get to draw a card as well. And I'm trying to think what else. Special summon is to a column of a Scareclaw monster or adjacent to a Scareclaw monster. So you can either special summon into the Light Heart column, or if you bring Light Heart back off Visas, you can special summon next to Light Heart as well. Card was strong. Also, just 1 card makes Light Heart, which is probably the strongest League 1 of the game. Spells, 3 of the planet. This card is good. I think with the Visa Starfrost engine, it makes this card like super versatile because like you can grab Visas, or you can grab like a tier card if you need like Shaylin or more extenders, things like that. So there's times where I was grabbing Visas off this card if I didn't have access to the Scareclaw field spell. So like basically what it does is searches Scareclaw or Visas. So basically you just have like multiple access to Visa Starfrost as an extender to play through cards. Also, what it does is there's 3 defensive monsters on the field. You pop 1 card on your opponent's side of the field, which came up. Played through Goes in Rivalry because I basically was able to. The deck already plays under like Goes in Rivalry pretty well, so was able to activate this, pop Rivalry, and then I activated this by putting my dudes in D mode, and then pop Goes in and just killed.
What's the name of that card? This one?
This one?
Yeah. For people that don't know, that's why.
Primitive Planet Reach Phobia.
Okay.
Do not.
Some people don't know.
Do not encyclopedia me. I'm not. That's what it is. Terraforming because some copies of this, and then this is our break the glass if worst case scenario just goes on and like
the red button.
Yeah, it's just the button. Like if you just threw all your cards at him and like you didn't get there, then you just tap the red button. It didn't come up for me. I know Mark
came up for the other one.
Mark today he had to hit the red button at one point in time. One in that game at least. Then he got well, but it is what it is. You know, he got one game. Rival.
He's throwing us under the bus.
Oh. These are the teammates I had. I'll let y'all know. I carried them. Put them on my back. My deck was the best deck that we had. I'm just saying that right now. Not even no cap, okay? Just making sure. All right, Scareclaw Rival. Basically, what it does is it reborns Visa Starfrost or Rechart. Other effect doesn't matter, but it puts them in demo, so you can't reborn Lightheart. You reborn Visas, reborn Lightheart. Because this is another extender. Oh, threw it at you. 3 right. Draco, Faithful. Nothing. No explanation.
Should they get hit?
No. I don't think they're popular enough, but I think they're strong enough. But the cards are good. They're not crazy or too crazy. 3 Telly, Punk Engine, no other explanation needed. And then Instant, Rhoda, Foolish, my other one-ofs. This card is crazy because it searches Reach or Rhino, so it gives you option. Foolish, card doesn't matter.
Call by the Grave as another one.
Always Call by the Grave.
We don't play Call by. I'm not scared. They better draw it. Shifter does not matter. It doesn't. I'm just gonna put it out there for y'all. It don't matter. Today I got Shifter. He died.
He did die.
I'm just speaking facts to y'all. You don't need it. Plus I'm playing 60. I'm not gonna put my like winning on me drawing. What? I'm not gonna put my game on like me drawing a 1 out of 60 to like win or lose the game. I'm just gonna take the L and chin. All right.
Continue.
My going second cards were Droplet, Super Poly. So this was Talents before, but I was kind of scared of Eradicator, so I kind of wanted a spell card that like, because when you get Eradicator, you're playing a lot of monsters, and like all your other spells are searchable. So like if you lose like, I don't know, like Right and cards like that, you can just search it again off of like Enchantress, so they don't really matter as much. But I wanted something just like, because when you're playing through the board still, like Griffin is kind of difficult to deal with, and sometimes if they're doing like the Baron Toe stuff, I just wanted a card that I could draw that say, okay, like pitch. Also because I'm playing the Crystal Beast card, just another card I could pitch, but as well, basically just negate the field and just try and play through it that way, and just search the other spell cards. Super Poly, this card was trash today. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This card was trash. I could not Super Poly anybody. Like I looked at boards and I just couldn't Super Poly start signing it out. Like it just wasn't. It wasn't trash. It was probably still good, but like it wasn't live at the time.
Okay.
Traps, Eradicator. If you're playing Pile, you need to know how to do the Curious Griffin combo, okay? Teammate didn't know how to do it, but me, I know how to do it. So we Eradicator people every day.
How many times did he summon Griffin? Or Curious, him?
None.
0. He should have cut it. Alright, Solik. Honestly, card could be cut too, John. This card doesn't do nothing. It just like a sack middle, you middle, search happiness. That's all it does. It doesn't actually have an effect.
Two I said next to all day.
But the card of the day, the card that makes the deck work. I don't even know the name of it. I really don't
Rainbow
even.
Bridge of Salvation.
I don't even know the name.
It is a new card from the Megaton.
Let me tell you right now, this card.
Should it get bought out?
It probably is bought out. It might be. I don't even know yet. Tortoise already got bought out, but this card, I had somebody buy a Topaz for me today too, so somebody might have some cooking in the goulash later on. Basically what it does though for us is we banish it to search Turtle and a field spell. And so there's 3 different field spells in our deck that like it works with. And there's times where like I'll banish this to search the Scareclaw field spell. There's times where I'll search it to search the
Mine
or whatever the other one,
Mine,
Mine, things like that. And it's like basically just playing 4 copies of Terraforming and we just have a button. It's that good. And it's another quick card to pitch. Give you a shout out, bro. Oh, sorry.
We'll get to the shadows. We'll get to the
Mark St. Romain for this because he caught me and he was just like, "Yo, what you think about this?" And I was like,
Is that our Slifer?
"Sounds better than the Slifer engine, I'll tell you that."
Oh my.
Tokens, Chopper.
Talking about. Pop it.
And then other just random tokens besides the boys, the homies. Shout out to Smokey down the line. Shout him out. Let it go. Extra deck. All right, we're gonna go fast now. 'Cause I've been talking too much. All right, Kikalos, Kaleido, Garura.
And I'm hungry. My pasta's sitting here.
Sorry, Mudragon, Trigger Spellion. You don't need any other ones. This is fine. You just loop them all except for this one.
Everything's good with everybody's stuff?
Yes, sir. Synchros, Chaos Ruler, Baron. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Toad,
You did good.
Spright, Elf, makes Toad. Hulk just turns into 2 negates. Easy. Lightheart. Alright. I'm letting y'all know now, this card's crazy. Searches the Scareclaw card, brings out Visit Starfrost. It's free.
Take your butt out.
Should. Free cards. I don't know when it's going to be good, but it's good now. Dark. Honestly, this card was kind of overperforming too. I didn't make it a lot previously, but I played against a lot of tier matchups, and I was taking a lot of Merleys today, which helped.
I saw you both take Merleys a lot. And
Ow.
triggered.
Card probably getting banned. I ain't gonna lie on that one. Card's crazy. It does too much. It does too much. No matter like what cards I keep hitting, it just keeps doing too much.
That thing does too much.
Curious. Probably also should get banned. It is what it is though. When you know how to Griffin combo, card's crazy. Griffin. Some of us know how to do it and some of us don't. That's just the name of the game. Shout out Mark St. Romain.
I still went on.
For my side deck, Driver, 3 Gamma. Best hand trap, to be honest. This hand trap overperformed.
That did.
She was clutch. I ain't gonna lie.
Slow ass
So like, even in like a tier matchup, this card may be it's not as good as Maxi in a generic stick, but when you're playing a tier matchup, it almost has the same effect. It just says, yo, do you want to push or do you not want to push?
Basically.
And some people push, and then I was at like 20K, and I was like, we're looking good. Just got like break your board now. And so then this card didn't do well today. Kurikara probably should have been another hand trap, but it just sat in my hand a lot today. But I think it's strong when you play. It just I don't know.
But wouldn't play it again probably.
I can't say I wouldn't play it again, but it could be nib. And then my last one, all one of those, Red Resonator, Prankotops, didn't draw it. Red Root, didn't draw it. Dweller. Basically, so decided Dweller just because, like, I don't know, I just thought my extra deck was perfect the way it was. So going second, you take out Griffin, and going first, you take out Draco Sepelia. The Sepelia only comes up when you go second, typically, and your Hobness Mill is insane. That's what it does for me.
Mark's a little confused by
Yeah, because he don't know how to Curious Griffin combo, y'all. Let's just get it straight.
You
y'all.
side out Draco Sepelia?
Yes, he heard me correctly. I do. It doesn't come up. I promise you. If you're playing correctly, it doesn't come up. Let's just get it straight. And then my last card of my side deck that didn't have an effect was Summon Breaker.
Oh.
So the theory was by Mark St. Romain himself.
Which he ended up not even playing.
Yeah, because we don't talk about him. When you get to his profile, y'all
why I
asking
said
his
one.
record, okay? His record wasn't good enough like
It
mine.
was good.
Not like mine. Basically, the theory was, worst case, the card is Threatening Roar. In the best case, your opponent doesn't read it well
Can you
enough.
explain it?
Sorry.
Because some people don't know.
Alright, so first off, it's a field spell. So it's searchable by the 4 terraformings in your deck. During the main phase, if your opponent or you, whoever's turn it is, special summons 3 times.
So summon.
Not even special summons, I think it's summons.
It's just summon?
Summons 3 times. They go to end phase. So against Spright, they can't like go to like normal summon Jet. They gotta get Smashers, and if they Smashers this, you get negated anyway. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, it's Threatening Roar, and the only way you're clearing my big board of attack monsters is if you have to attack my monsters, which doesn't happen. So that was the theory behind it. It didn't matter because I was eradicating people like you're supposed to be, and that was it. But shout out to my team.
Me.
Mark St. Romain, Eric Burgos, they pulled their weight when they needed to, but your boy carried them to victory. Then they let me down top 4.
We didn't win.
And then they let me down top 4. Because I was 7-1. I want y'all to know that. But shout out to everybody that we had fun today, though. It was a good tournament. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Smokey. Shout out to the boys.
Woo, everyone's
Chili's,
here.
Bill.
Yay, Chili's.
Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Top Deck Scrubs. Please subscribe to him. He works really hard. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, have a good night, QB.
We're truly